Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to talk about creating wealth for families. But before we get into that, I just want to take the time just to introduce myself a little bit. So my name is Coach Keyon Corniffe. I'm here located in Florida. And what I do is that I provide complimentary financial planning and education for families, for the past decade now. And the reason why I do that is because, simply put, I wish someone would have done it for my family. I wish someone would have did it for my family because it would have changed how things would have looked out for my family. So I want to be the solution to the problem. And that's why today we're going to talk about creating wealth for families. And I'm going to take this moment just to do a quick introduction to who we are as a firm. Who's Hedgeman Group International? We're an integrity company, but I'm going to do a quick introduction video where you can just watch real quick. And then we're going to come back and talk about what does it look like when we're going to create wealth for families and why it's important that if you have a dream and we have the vehicle and we're going to show you how to drive it. All right, here we go.
HGI is a financial services marketing company that is looking for entrepreneurs from all walks of life who want to build a successful business. Here are 8 keys to building a successful business with HGI. The demand for financial professionals is greater than ever. In fact, there is low supply and high demand, creating incredible opportunity for entrepreneurs. This is the first key to a successful business. Number 2. The problem with most jobs is that your income and opportunity is limited. Even with promotions, each position has capped earnings, and you can be downsized at any time. At HGI, our company is structured with no limits. You get to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. The next key factor to a successful business is having leveraged efforts. Any successful and profitable business in the financial industry runs with a team of professionals. A real estate brokerage has many agents, and an accounting firm has several accountants. As a financial professional, you are limited to 24 hours per day to produce business. But if you could make money on the efforts of a team, you could scale to hundreds, perhaps thousands of financial professionals. Income diversification by leveraging the efforts of others is essential to build stability and long-term wealth. Number 4 is talent retention. As you build your business, the last thing you want to happen is to have your team members leave to start their own independent business and become your competition. HGI's system is designed to retain your top people by providing them the opportunity to be just as successful as you are. If the problem is big enough and the solution is big enough, then you have the greatest opportunity of a lifetime. The market conditions couldn't be more perfect. Trillions of dollars are moving from the baby boomers and seniors down to the millennials and Generation Xers. This great wealth wave is moving fast. Now is the time to catch the wave. And that makes perfect timing number 5. Number 6, residual income. For many professionals, the only way to make money is by writing business with their own pen. They start back at zero every single month. If they stop closing deals, the money stops. The smarter way is to write business that pays passive, residual, ongoing income from the business that you and your team produce. Next is the unique products and services. In business, you have to stand out from the competition and offer something that sets you apart. With HGI, we teach clients industry disrupting concepts, which are game changers. From self-directing their retirement plans to alternative ways to eliminate debt, HGI has a solution to help clients from all walks of life. The most important key to a successful business is a turnkey system. A business is only as successful as the proven systems that it has implemented. Our turnkey leadership format system is proven and predictable. The system helped build not only one, but 2 separate billion-dollar market cap companies. Both of these companies became number 1 in sales in their respective industries. This system has produced over 20 million sales and has paid over $2 billion of payouts to the field. The leadership format system has over a 35-year track record and is led by the architect of the system, HGI founder, chairman and CEO, Hubert Humphrey. With a resume like that, why would you look anywhere else? Contact your HGI associate to learn how you can build the business of your dreams and conquer your future. For the right person, HGI is the best opportunity in the world.
All right. So as you can see, guys, this is one of the reasons why we're going to have the conversation about creating wealth for families and how can you make an impact and make an income by being an affiliate and also being a financial professional with us here at HGI, which stands for the Hedgeman Group International, which we are also an integrity company. So while we say that if you have a dream, we have the vehicle. If you have a dream and a desire and a goal and something you want to accomplish in your life, our company and our firm is the vehicle that you want to use to accomplish those things. And it's proven, it's successful, it is simple, clear, fast, and it's doable. But before we get into that, we're going to talk a little bit about three things today. There's three things we're going to cover. One of them we're going to talk about is what are some of the problems that families are facing today when it comes to their finances. And number two, we're going to talk about what are some of the solutions that we provide to these problems. And then number three, we're going to talk about what are the choices that you have. All right. So I want you to come into this with an open mind as you're listening to this overview. And I just wanted to share with you that we're going to give you a lot of great insight. So jumping right into it, let's talk about it. What's happening out there? Well, there's two type of people. There's two things people seek throughout their life. They seek either security and freedom, right? But what does that look like? When you talk about financial freedom, it's not a dream, it's a priority for you to do, right? Most people dream of building their own business. But you got to understand where does it start? Because 90% of the people that are seeking security, they seek it through a job or they become self-employed, right? So this is where you're still trading your time for money. It's either you have a job or you own a job. Now, 90% of the wealth is created so people have freedom. This is where people become business owners or they become investors, right? So it's either you learn how to create a system, own a system that generates income, or you'll have enough funds where you can own an investment where your money makes you money. The goal is to move from a W 2 to become a 1099, then you become a business owner that creates many opportunities. And when you create a lot of opportunities, you make a lot of income. Now your income could be making you more income. That's why we always tell you focus on the impact. We're big on what impact can we make on you, and that will drive income towards us. And that's one of the key things. So when I go into this a little bit more, you got to realize that we are in one of the biggest industry in the world. The financial service industry is the biggest industry in the world. It creates the most millionaires. You don't believe me? You could go ask Siri. Because as you can see here, the financial service industry have created the most millionaires in any industry in the world. And as you can see, it's over $109 trillion industry. As you can look at real estate, it's about 32 trillion, retail is about 24. So when you think about the fact that we live in an industry or we're in an industry where there's high demands, but guess what? There's low supplies because there's a lot of people that is retiring in our industry, and there's not enough people that's here to provide service to people that need the solutions and the services that we have to offer. So when you think about who need what we do, the real question is who doesn't? Because the perfect market based upon a demographic is based upon everybody. Everybody need what we do, right? So we provide a lot of financial strategies and solutions for all ages. We're talking about from Generation Z's, where over 60 million, 68 million of these young folks that are here today, their biggest concern is about financial security, and they're looking for something that's going to drive them to be great, right? How about millennials? That's my generation. Over 82 million of us. You know what we have right now? A lot of debt, a lot of student loan debt. They want to build a career. Or even when you talk about Generation X, right? Over 64 million of these great people, right? They want to talk about wealth accumulation and how to get a lot more tax benefits. And then the baby boomers, right? The baby boomers, 76 million of them. They want to talk about ways how can they recover some of that wealth that they lost through the market corrections, or how to, let their wealth accelerate a little faster. Or our seniors, over 40 million of them, right? Their biggest concern right now is about retirement, how to keep the cash coming in while they're retired, and legacy transfer. How do they move what they have accumulated over this short period of time and then transfer it on to the next generation? So that's where trillions of dollars of assets are moving. And when money is moved, money is made. That's what makes the great wealth wave and the great entrepreneur explosion is happening right in front of your face. And HGI is leading that from the forefront. And that's why we're telling you that you are at the right place at the right time. And now it's the time for you to capitalize on what's going on. So when you look at HGI as a financial service marketing company, we're offering a system. We offer a system to build your business. You're going to get access to training, coaching, mentoring. You see, our vision is to lead the financial revelation. Our mission is to create wealth for families. We want to make sure that business education for entrepreneurs, financial education and solutions for our clients. These are the things that we have to offer, and we want to make sure that everybody have access to this. All of this is possible because of our founder, Mr. Hubert Humphrey. This is a guy who is single-handedly the architect for two multi-billion-dollar companies. We talk about over 4 decades of dominance, all because of Mr. Humphrey. This guy started in this industry, came from a humble background as a railroad conductor, met up with a guy in the 80s and started with the A.L. William industry, then branched off and created his own called WMA in the 1990s, that's now known as World Financial Group. Also then created the real estate venture, and now here we are today, right? The new disruptors of the industry, creating the most dominant company in the industry. This is what Mr. Humphrey is known for. I like to say that he is the goat maker, right? All these guys that you hear that's the goat, it's all because they came from Mr. Humphrey. He's the goat maker, right? And I want to tell you guys that it is such a pleasure to have him in business leading with us to this day. And it's a great feeling. So I just want to tell you that we have a great future because we have a great history. HGI Vehicles leadership format system is the reason why we're so dominant. You see, if you run the system will build your business. And that's why our system is proven, it is predictable, and it's profitable. The most powerful duplicatable system in the industry, all because we have a system manual. And this manual is a simple guide that creates a lot of success for a lot of great people in our firm, like myself. So, as you can see here, HGI is world class training and support. That's what we offer to you. Entrepreneur in a box, high tech system with high touch. So, not only do you get access to a great opportunity, but you're also going to be in a position where you get access to our back office. See, HGI University and our back office is second to none. There's nobody out there better than us. When we talk about digital marketing system, rewards and recognition, dream trips and travel, and leadership and mentorship, I tell you, I've been here, and in a short period of time, I can tell you that it is one of the greatest opportunities that I've also put myself and commit to be a part of. And it's changed my life, and it's put me in a position where I could change others people's lives. And I know it could do the same for you. So when it's all said and done, how to win the money game? How do you win the money game so that way you can understand the principles of wealth building? You're going to learn that within our firm. We're going to teach you how to increase your cash flow. We're going to teach you how to manage your debt. We will teach you how to create an emergency fund. How do you put together proper protection? What are the steps you need to take to build wealth and how to preserve that wealth? We're going to teach you all of this in our program here. And the great thing about it is that you got to understand how money works. So here's the thing, if these concepts that I'm about to show you, you don't know all of them, that's the very reason why you need to sit down with myself or someone within our firm so that way we could do our financial planning and start educating you. Because when you start learning things like the law of building equity or insurance with living benefits, active money management, understand what is the dime method used for, or the theory of decreasing your responsibility. How about the rule of 72? How about buying term and invest the difference? How about time and consistency? How about tax advantage retirement and guaranteed income stream for life? How about learning concepts about how to be your own bank, how to pay yourself first? When does 50% cost you 100%? How about outpacing inflation? Understanding the circle of safety. These are things you're going to learn in our program. These concepts have changed my life, and it's also changed a lot of people's lives that I've worked with over the years through planning and education. It's so important to learn these things, and we want to make sure that you learn them as well. And we're going to give you access to this. So, some of the concepts that you got to learn is things like the magic of compound interest, which is something called the rule of 72. And what the rule of 72 is, it's a basic principles that tell you how money double over time. So the concept says that if you take 72, you divide it by the interest that you're receiving on your money, it tells you how many years it takes for your money to double. So for example, as you can see here, if you take 72 divided by that 2%, your money will double obviously every 36 years. So from 29 to 65, 100,000 become 200,000. It would take you 36 years for that to double from 29 to 65. But what if you was able to get 4%? 72 divided by 4 equals 18. So from 29 to 65, your money would have doubled, as you can see here, twice, and now you would have $400,000. But what if you put it where you get 8%? 72 divided by 8 equals 9. Now your $10,000 is doubling every 9 years. So from 29 to 65, you would have realized that your money would have doubled well over 4+ times and grew from 100,000 to $1.6 million. But let me give you another example. What if you was able to receive simple interest? What if you were receiving simple interest on your money like most of the banks give you today? Did you know that even at an 8%, when you look at how this will play out from 29 to 65, your $100,000 will only grow to 388 plus $1,000. This is why we teach families where they could put their money that way. Time and a positive rate of return are two of the most important factors to increase the number and make sure that your money could double. And we want to teach you this impact. So you got to learn this concept. These are things we're going to be teaching you. Also, learning how to manage in the risk, right? The power of the index contracts. It is so important to learn why growth and safety is so important because many people sacrifice returns for safeties while other people sacrifice safety for returns. And what the index does, it brings together the best of both worlds. So, when you look at the upside potentials and the downside protection, these are things that you need for your retirement. And you got to ask yourself right now, does your 401k provide that for you? Does your IRA provide that for you? Does your annuities provide that for you? You got to learn how to get growth and safety upon your retirement so that way you could be in a position where you don't lose what you're going to need later on. Now, as you can see, the tax, diversification is so important for us to learn. What is the power of tax-free retirement? Taxes are one of our biggest expenses because you're going to end up paying, a lot of taxes if you don't take the time to learn how to structure your portfolio. So you could pay tax now, or you can really pay it later on. It's just a matter of optimizing taxes by creating the right balance. So you got to know the three ways you want to get taxed upon distribution, which is either now, later, or tax advantages. These are things you're going to be learning in our program, and we want to make sure that you understand the fundamentals. Now, you're also going to learn why inflation is a major factor, especially when it comes to your retirement, your medical and long-term care, because life insurance with living benefits can help you a lot. You got to ask yourself this question. How long would $1 million last if you had a critical, chronic, or terminal illnesses? And you got to ask yourself, do you have enough money saved up? God forbid if you needed to go into an adult healthcare facility. Do you have enough money saved up if you needed a homemaker services? Do you have enough money saved up if you have home health aid and you needed that? How about if you were in a nursing home and you want to be in a private room or a semi-private? Or what if you needed assisted living for someone to come in and take care of you? Where are you going to get that money from while you're in retirement, or God forbid it happened before you retired? These are things you got to think about. We're going to teach you why life insurance. You got to think about life insurance that you don't have to die to have access to use. We're going to teach you all about that here. Now, you're also going to learn about the fact that our firm, we're very diversified products and services. We're like a one-stop shop. I like to say that we're like the financial, services of Foot Locker, right? We're like the Foot Locker of the financial services because not only do we provide life insurance, but we provide any things like index universal life, term life, mortgage protection, final expense, whole life, so much more. We provide even stock, right? Stock market. You get access to active money management. We even give you access to index annuities. How about estate planning so you can structure wills and trusts with an actual lawyer? We also show you how to get into real estate and start doing what's called land investments. We even get you prepared with your Medicare Advantage and Medicare supplements, health insurance. See, what we do is that we always make sure that we go through three phases with your assets. You're going to learn about asset protection, asset accumulation, and asset distribution. We're going to show you how to plan for all three of those moments in your life so that way you are ahead of the curve. And the great thing about it is that HGI, we have an elite product providers where we work with many great companies so we can provide great services to you. And these are some of them on the screen here that we work with. And these are our great fine partners. And we love the fact that we have great partnership with some of the top elite companies out there to provide you with the greatest services that you need and deserve. So when you look at the industry, the introduction of the financial service industry, as you can see, it goes within four tiers, right? And those four tiers, it starts from the top level. It starts with the financial institution. These are the guys that design the products and services. And then you also have level two, where there's a distribution system, the agency, the IMO, right? That's where the recruiting and building starts. And you can make overrides from that. But also the tier three, where you now have access to financial professionals and the agent. That's where you come in. You can provide sales and marketing and also make a commission from that. And then as you see towards the fourth tier, that's where you acquire your clients and you're able to provide, the services and products that is needed and seems fit to whoever it is. So that's just to give you a little introduction of how you could build in this industry and you could do the very same thing as well. Now, the reason why this opportunity is so great to be with HGI and why the Hedgeman Group International is your greatest choice is because we have one of the greatest compensation plan. World class infinity compensation plan. Do you see the great thing about our firm? We're not restricted, we're not limited. You could build and expand your business in all 50 states in the US, Canada, Puerto Rico, and Hawaii. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you'll be in a position where, on a personal level, on a personal production and commission rate, I want you to think about this. If you just single handedly produce four monthly sales of $3,600 in total business volume each month, right? So this is you helping one client a week, four of them a month, and you're teaching each of these clients how to save $10 a day, $300 a month. And in our entry level in our firm as an associate, which is a 45% contract, if you did that every month for 1 year straight, you will earn 68 plus $1,000 on a part-time basis. What if you are now a marketing director in our firm? You now jumped up to our next level in our firm where you get a higher contract. Now you're at 60%. Now, if you do that, just like I said, helping four families a month, learning how to save $10 a day or $300 a month, you're now in a position where you're earning 91 plus $1,000 annually. What if you're a regional marketing director like myself? And you're doing this at a 78% contract, helping four families, one a week, four a month, 12 months in a row, teaching them how to save $10 a day or $300 a month. Now you're in a position where you're making about 118 plus $1,000 per year, right? And this is still could be part time or full time. It's all your choice. But now, when you start building your brokerage, right? You start to build your brokerage here, and you start understanding how to become an RMD, and you start building that what we call a base shop. We call it the brokerage, and then you start receiving what's called spreads and overrides. Once again, if your team is going out there and going to help families, providing them with financial planning and education and services, and they're teaching same thing you did, one family a week, four of them a month, saving $10 a day, $300 a month, you're now in a position where you'll be receiving an override if you had five associates doing this. So not only did you help five people to earn an extra 68 plus $1,000 annually, now you're in a position to where you'll be able to receive what's called a spread or an override of 228 plus $1,000. So as an RMD, you put your income of 118 plus thousand plus your override. Now your annual income just jumped up at 347 plus $1,000 annually. Now, what if you had five RMDs like yourself? right? What if you had five RMDs that had the five associates doing the same thing, and you had five RMDs in your business that's doing this? You now receive what's called a generational override of 15% on your first generations. Now, by doing this, you have five RMDs that have five associates that's producing, helping families, educating them, planning for them, providing great service, great business. You're now in a position where you're overriding over 731 plus $1,000, and as an RMD yourself with five business partners, you're now in a position where you're bringing in an extra 347 plus thousand plus your override. You now created $1 million business annually. This is the goal, guys. This is the goal to help you to grow in our firm. This is the plan. This is a 1 to 5 year plan. And if you stay focused, stay diligent, if you're teachable, coachable, and reliable, we'd be more than happy to teach you and show you how you could do this and start earning personal production income, field training income, agency override income, expansion override incomes, renewals and residual incomes. And my favorite is the equity share credit program and managing partner income. Guys, this firm has an amazing partnership with Integrity Marketing Group where you have an exit strategy. You could build this business and even sell it at a later point, and you could even earn upwards of anywhere from, potentially anywhere from like 7 times multiple upon what your business is valued at. So guys, this is what makes HGI so great. You're not stuck, you're not building someone else's business. This is your business for real, and you're in a ownership field. So when it's all said and done, there's an equal opportunity for everyone. You see, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And due to the fact that we have an amazing fast start guide, when you look at how much are your initial investment to get started with our firm, it's a one-time 199. That one-time 199 is our membership fee. So that way it takes care of your background check, it takes care of you getting access to the platform, and it gives you access to tools and marketing materials that you need. And most importantly, yes, you're also going to be getting your license and E&O, right? There's no franchise fees. You don't have to worry about any franchise fees. HGI is not a franchise. It does not charge you any franchise fees. So you don't have to worry about no monthly subscriptions or any of that. Now, there's no losing your job, right? There's no loss of job security. You could come here part-time. You can come here part time and work your way to full time. Or if you're in a position where you're already a full time entrepreneur, this would be a great place for you to start a new career. And there's no experience that's necessary. You don't have to be an expert, right? People from all walk of life have built their profession within our firm, and you could do the same with us. So the good thing is that as long as you're teachable, coachable, and reliable, we could show you how to build your future with HGI. Because as you can see, the Hedgeman Group International, we have people from all walk of life that have decided to be a part of our firm. We're talking about people that came from the music executive, realtors, teachers, college dropouts, high school graduates, lawyers, entertainers, name it, even scientists, even rocket scientists are people that has been in our firm. And it doesn't matter what background you come from, as long as you're open to learn, you'll be definitely receiving the teaching. So let's talk about your journey as an entrepreneur here at HGI. See, we have what's called a turnkey business system, right? It's an unlimited opportunity. When you start within our firm, you're going to go through what's known as our fast start, right? This is something that will happen within the next 24 to 48 hours with your trainee, okay? So you come in as a trainee. In the first 24 to 48 hours, our goal is to get you up to a fast start. Now, as you grow, you're going to own what we like to call our system. Own the system and own the education. So that way you can start working on your personal finances. You got to be an example, right? You got to work on your finances. You're going to go over this. We're going to do a needs analysis so that way we can help you. And as you grow and you learn, you're becoming a trainer. So once you become a trainer, it helps you to be more confident and you understand the importance of education and planning so that way you could go out and share. So you and your trainer will be working together. You're going to build a team, right? So that way you could grow your brokerage here with us. And in the next 1 to 6 months, the focus is to get you to build a business so you can become a builder with us. And the ultimate goal is for you to be a leader. You will become a leader when you understand the system. Don't just use the system, but teach the system, learn the system, run the system, and you'll be able to expand your organization within the next 6 months to and beyond. So, freedom, flexibility, and lifestyle is what HGI has to offer to you. And that's why we encourage you to come with us, come together so that way we could learn together, we could work together, and also grow together, right? So, I want to encourage you guys to take those initiatives so that way we could continue winning together. And as I come to a closing, I just want to tell you guys that remember this. At this moment, you probably have a lot of questions. You probably want to learn a little bit more what to do, what's the next step, how do I get involved, how do I get qualified? It's very simple. Get in touch with the person that shared this with you, or you could text 321 Once again, you could text 321-312-0130. And if you text that with your full name and say Q&A, someone will get in touch with you and answer all your questions. We'll set up an interview so that way we could go over those things and talk about what are your concerns, what's your feedback, what's your takeaway, so that way you can make an informed decision. And at the end of the day, we also got to see if you qualify because you do have to go through a qualification process with us. So at this moment, you're one decision away. You are one decision away from changing your future for the better. But I just want to remind you that the choice is always yours. All right. So my name is Coach Keyon Corniffe, also known as Mr. Finance, your favorite financial educator and business coach. And until next time, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. All right. See you then, guys. Have a blessed day.